Jesus isn't done yet. The very next line in the Sermon on the Mount is, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." While the poor in spirit focuses on your relationship with God, meekness centers on the relationship between people. Moreover, meekness does not always appear mild. Rather, someone who is meek can become intensely angry. However, the reason they get angry is a holy one, a righteous one, and then they direct their anger in the right way, at the right time, for the right amount of time. Jesus flipping tables in the temple is the embodiment of meek anger. For the not familiar, in Matthew, the scene comes a few days before Jesus' arrest and crucifixion. The day begins with Jesus entering Jerusalem on a donkey. It is a symbol of how his way of love undermines the political power of Rome. Then he goes to the temple to do the same, to undermine the religious establishment of the day. He drove out all who were selling and buying in the temple, and he overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold doves. Then he quotes a verse from Isaiah 56 about turning a place of prayer into a den of robbers. In other words, the local merchants who were there to provide a service that allowed those from across the known world on a pilgrimage to Jerusalem to obtain animals necessary for sacrifice were using the laws of supply and demand to exploit the people and enrich themselves. So Jesus gets angry at the exploitation and directs it towards those doing the exploiting. He does it as masses of pilgrims arrive in Jerusalem for the feast of Passover. Moreover, in the very next verse in Matthew, he's healing the blind and the lame in the temple. So that is the right reason, direction, timing, and duration of meek anger. But NSPM 7 wouldn't have let Jesus make it to the healing.